This is a jellyfish. You probably thought I was gonna say that it's found in oceans around the world, only 4 millimeters wide, so most people have never seen one. An animal that can technically live forever? Sounds like science fiction, right? Watching a butterfly emerge from a cocoon is a miracle of nature. Now imagine if that butterfly could go backwards. It could turn back into a caterpillar whenever it wanted to. That's what this jellyfish does. And scientists are pretty sure it does this by turning its adult body back into stem cells. Even though it can keep turning back into a baby version of itself, it still needs food and water. It's only about 4 millimeters wide, so most people have never seen one. It's also kind of see-through, so it's hard to spot in the water. Plus, it's usually hanging out with other jellyfish. And since they look kind of similar, it can be hard to tell them apart. And it can't do that forever because eventually all the food will be eaten and all the water will be, well, I guess, used. It was only discovered in 1880 and it wasn't until 2009 that scientists figured out how it makes new jellyfish. That's because it turns back the clock on its body every time it gets old. So it's like a natural time traveler. Who knows? Maybe one day soon we'll be able to do the same thing. One click from you helps us make more videos like this and keeps these discoveries coming. So hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Before that, they thought it just grew older and older and older. They didn't know it was turning back into a baby. So even though it can technically live forever, it still needs stuff to live. And without those things, it will die. So it's not actually immortal, but it's pretty close. And that's why I call it the immortal jellyfish. Stem cells are kind of like blank slate cells. They can turn into any type of cell in the body. The immortal jellyfish can control these cells. So when it starts to get old, it tells its stem cells to turn into new cells. These new cells make a new body, but this time it's a baby body. So the jellyfish basically starts its life over again. Well, it's real and it's called the immortal jellyfish. What do you think? Could you ever do something like that? Let us know in the comments below. Its scientific name is Turritopsis dohrnii. And this tiny transparent creature has a superpower no other animal has when it gets old or hurt or even sick. It can turn back the clock on its body and reverse its aging process. It turns its adult body back into a baby stage and then it starts its life all over again. This is called transdifferentiation. It's like turning a butterfly back into a caterpillar, except it happens over and over again. But honestly, those are boring facts. Let me blow your mind with this one. What if I told you there's an animal that doesn't age like we do? Why would a jellyfish be able to reverse its own age? Honestly, we don't know. Scientists think it may have something to do with the environment. Maybe it's a way to save energy when food is scarce or when it's really hot out. We don't know for sure. If you've ever seen a caterpillar turn into a butterfly, you know how incredible it is. Now you might be wondering why it does this. But what we do know is that this process lets it avoid death from aging. Of course, it can still be eaten by predators or killed by disease. But if left alone, it doesn't die of old age. That's why it's called the immortal jellyfish. And you might be thinking, wait a minute, does that mean it's actually immortal? Can it live forever? Well, not exactly. This jellyfish lives in oceans around the world, probably near you, but you've probably never seen one. Scientists are still trying to learn everything about this jellyfish. Some scientists believe studying this jellyfish could help us understand aging in humans and maybe even slow it down. For now, all we can do is watch in awe as this amazing animal ages backwards. It's a small transparent creature that lives in the oceans around us, yet it holds secrets that could change the world.